Hi, my name is Patricia Knight, and I go to William Carey University in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I am a student in Dr. Scott's class, and it is called HAE 605. And today we had to do a video on explaining forced teaching. And mine is stating that the role that I just played as a depressed mother in a nursing home, I want the nurses to understand and the students that when you see patients, or you would say people living in the nursing home, you would not always just go by the times that they act good or they're smiling, or sometimes that when they're crying, or however, you would always go on everything that you see in them. You would put it together and try to figure out what's really going on. As one of my professors told me years ago in nursing school, get to the nitty gritty of the subject. Find out what's going on with them. Yes, they're crying, then they're back laughing. They're getting along with others. They're participating in projects or what have you. They're even going out into the community. But their family's not coming. And sometimes they do come. And we as nursing, advocates, we can speak out and we can let the other family member know, that the patient is crying and their family member is not, happy, or go to the social worker, and maybe much less they can talk to them better than you can, but you can go ahead and give your information to let them know what's going on with the patient because you're usually there with them. Also, usually the certified nurses assistants will come to the nurses and let them know what's going on. So anything that you do know or hear, please write it down, put it on paper, because we do know if you don't put it on paper, however, it was not done. So as a teacher, that is something I would want for my class to know. I would want them to know that just what I did for us, the role play. I wanted to express and explain to them that everything you see is not always what it is. Though that was my goal. And that's why I threw in objectives showing that, the crying, all the different things that was going on with her. Also, I wanted to talk about the things that was going on with her, such as the crying, the looking around and watching the door, as she said that she would be keeping her eyes on the door or what have you. I tried to do, for as my strategies, I tried to cover what was going on with the subject matter at the time. Me right now, like I'm trying to lecture if I'm in a class, which I feel like would be cost effective. All you would have to do is record me or write the notes down. Lecturing is one of the best ways to understand something. Also, the high def stimulation, like what I did for showing what was going on and trying to put you into the subject matter at the time. Another thing I wanted to pick up on for as a strategy was what they call I believe it's called a mapping. That's what it was, forgive me. The mapping is when you come together with your ideas that you already got and go ahead and work them into another idea. Whereas what I was trying to do, my idea of being an elderly person and where I'm at within it, feeling that, all the years I've worked with the elderly, I put myself in those shoes and I wanted to kind of bring you guys in with me. So when you walk into that room, it's not always what you see. It could be totally different. You might think that they're just happy and there's nothing going on with them. That's not always true. You always talk to them, always listen. Try to answer their questions to the best of your knowledge, even if they do have, difficulty remembering or different diseases or what have you. That doesn't stop them from having a heart. You have to be very patient and kind and loving and know this is really what you want to do as a nurse. You want to give out to them, let them know that you are their advocate. You're there for them. There's times where, we feel like we get caught up and we get to writing and we charting and we giving medicine, we doing that. But it's okay to take those few minutes just to, talk to them and let them know that it's okay. Because we as nurses, we have to step out and do what we are qualified to do, what we work so hard to do. But do know that with you working hard to do that, you stepped into this because you are loving and you're caring and you want to give all that you got into that subject matter of that person at that time. So therefore, we must, as nurses, stand for what we know is right. Listen to them, find out why they're crying, find out why they're fighting with someone else, find out why they're staying in their room. Understand them because they need you and I as advocates. And this will conclude my video. I do hope that it came out that you understand for as my demonstration of what I was trying to get my goal over to you to make you understand. And once again, my name is Patricia Knight. I go to William Carey University. I am in the HAE, Health Administration Education class 605, where Dr. Scott is my professor. Thank you.